Good morning. It's very, very cold. Might have to light the fire. It's a lot warmer inside than it is out here. Anyway, I'm out here because I'm shattered. I've just spent the last wee while, it's about 7:30 in the morning. I've just spent the last wee while editing the last 2 days' footage. So I'm just waiting for that to upload to a decent file. Went to bed really late last night because Evan came home and he's got a tummy bug. And yeah, he wasn't very well. So I stayed up with him for a bit. Then I finally got him to go to bed and it was nearly 11 o'clock. That's very late for me. So yeah, still woke up at 5:30 this morning though, didn't I? So we'll see how we go today. It's very, very cold. Sorry, I'm yawning. I was going to clean out the oven today because I knew it was going to be cold. Too cold to be outside. With a bit of a nana. But I might have to light the fire, I think, get the house nice and warm. Don't know how much footage I'll do today with if Evan's around today. See how I go. He can be a bit stubborn. He might end up going to work. So yeah. And just empty some of the ash out of the fire. Needs a good clean up around here now. But I tell you what, it's cold. Very cold. Oh, hello. Well, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I think I went to bed at nearly 11 o'clock last night. Excuse me. Which might not seem that late to some people, but to me, I'm normally in bed by 9. But I was really worried about Evan. He looked so unwell and he was on the couch. He didn't want to move. He was, how old was he? He was 35 when he had his heart attack. So it was totally unexpected. He woke me up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and said to me, you need to take me to the hospital. And I thought, because, you know, probably he'd woken me up from quite a deep sleep, I thought he had a tummy bug because it looked like he was trying to vomit. And so, I'll just go for a wee first. So off I toddled to the toilet. In the meantime, he's trying not to die. And we live 11 kilometres, I don't know what that is in miles, from the city limits, and probably it might be about 15 k's to the hospital. And so I drove him because, well, it's a waste of time calling an ambulance out here. Anyway, that's a long-winded story. But I just worried because I know that when people have heart attacks, they have all sorts of really strange symptoms. Like his dad had a heart attack And he said when he had his first heart attack, he thought he had toothache. And that was that. So, yeah, I just wanted to sit up. So he was on the couch. I'd put a dressing gown around his shoulders. Because he said he felt damp and cold when he got home. So I made him take his t-shirt off because I thought he might have got sweaty. I'd been feeling off all day, and then it was a really long ride home because he ended up having to stop to go to the toilet. Bugger. Anyway, so I had him there on the couch. I'm laughing because, he doesn't own a robe, he doesn't own a dressing gown. I don't want him to have that sort of thing, he's always said. I had my spare pink dressing gown, a fluffy one, on him. He didn't protest, he just put it on. He had blankets. We didn't have the fire going last night, but it was 19 degrees Celsius inside, like it wasn't cold. And I put a blanket on him, and then I put his slippers on him. He's like having a big baby. And and I just sat up here, and I just sat over here, and I was spinning the whole time, watching X-Files, and just keeping an eye on him. And finally, about 11 o'clock, I said, come on, mate. I'd put a hot water bottle in the bed, and I had put a towel over his pillow and down the side of the bed, and a bucket just in case he felt like vomiting in the night. And I put him to bed. But yeah, 2 hours, I was wiped out. So then, of course, this morning I did a little bit, but then Evan got up. He still wasn't feeling well, but he got up and he came and sat around in the lounge here. And of course, I really struggle when there's someone else around to do stuff. I just find it so much easier when people are out. So I skeined up my brain. I'm still half asleep. I balled up my Stephen West M-Cowl yarn. Did that. What else did I do? Did a little bit more spinning. I'll show you the spinning in a minute, actually. I spun it last night, and just a little bit this morning. I spun up half of that roving I dyed yesterday. Oh, and also when I first woke up this morning, I spent a lot of time editing and getting the video for chapter 1 to put up online. And then just before I went to have a nap, I went in there? I think I went into it because I thought I'll take a photo of it of the title card to put on my Instagram to say, first episode's up. And it said it was only 33 minutes long, and it was actually an hour long once I cut it down, but it was 2 days. And I thought, did I cut it down that much? Oh, that's good, because I didn't really want it to be too long. And I went in there and fast forward to the end, and it was only at the end of day 1. So I don't know what had happened. I went back onto my laptop, I checked the MP4 that I had uploaded to YouTube, the original, and it was complete. It was an hour long. So by this stage it had finally uploaded to YouTube, like I said. So I had to delete it and start it all over again. So that was when I took the laptop into the bedroom, because I find that if the screen goes to sleep, it slows down the uploading. So I thought I'll just lie there on the bed and I'll just tap refresh. And I put on a podcast. Sorry, Scotland Yard Confidential. I really enjoy it. So I was listening to that. And it was a special episode promoting another show that this narrator works on called The Short History of, which I will subscribe to because it sounded really good. And it was the short history of the Peaky Blinders. But I fell asleep while I was listening to it, so I'll have to rewind heaps of it and listen to it again. I quite often listen to podcasts when I'm working, or if I'm doing a bit of housework. Like I love music as well. But like if I just need something to take my mind off things, I'll put that on. So yeah, this is a very, very long palaver. Anyway, I'll show you this reel. So that's the roving that I've spun that. That was what I dyed up yesterday. And I'm hoping that it will go with that once when I'm actually knitting, I'll use this green as like a contrast colour in that shawl. Crikey! Okay, I'm going to go and get some more firewood because I feel like it's sunny outside. It's at 8 degrees Celsius. I'll figure out what that is in Fahrenheit. It's cold. Especially when, you know, we've been getting up to like early 20-something degrees in the morning, in the day, you know, coming into spring. And apparently up in the ranges behind us, it's bucketing snow. So, that's why it's cold. Okay, lovelies. I'll do a few bits. The day is not lost completely. I do look quite nice and fresh though, don't I? Okay, let's see what we can do. It's hailing.
I haven't seen hail in ages.
Oh, we had hail at work the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's nuts. Oh, it's cold. Say hi for the camera, Jess. Say hi. Hi, YouTube. I'm just going to stand here a little bit. Still get excited when you see things like that. Oh, the orchardists won't be happy with hail because oh, look at that fence. That's just, oh, you can't really tell. It's just rattling. Ooh, that stuff's blowing around. It's all blowing out of the recycling. Oh, crikey, it's cold. Can you see that sky? Yeah, that's kind of like snow cloud sky. So the snow is in those ranges up past there. Cold. And then if we look up here, blue sky. I thought I could hear rattling on our chimney. I'll come back out if it's hailing again. It's hailing again now. Can you see? Oh, where are they? Only very small little... Oh God, it's cold. Always come out a little bit too late. I looked out the window and I saw it all bouncing off the car. Oh, crikey. Oh, there you go. Some bouncing there. Can you see those? Oh.
There you go. Hail. Oh. So, a friend of mine posted on Facebook about an hour ago that a little village, probably 2-minute drive from us, just about the same level as sea level, had snow. Which I think would be really cool because I've only ever touched snow once. But maybe not. It's a bit cold. Oh. Right, I'm going inside now. I'm sure you've all seen hail before. So I've just applied these, so I'm about to give them a wash. That helps set the twist, makes it bloom a bit more. I'll pop that one in, and this one needs to be, whoops, unravelled. A little bit too much water, never mind. So I'll just, oh sorry, God. Right, it's really hot and not moving it around, it's just soaking. And then once it's cooled down, I'll pull it out, get the water out of it, and then we'll thwack it, which I just think is the funniest word. So now I'm going to go and have a little tidy up because I haven't really done much tidying today, and there's a few cups and plates lying around from lunch and coffees, and there's some paperwork on the lounge floor that I need to deal with. And my Vlogtober, my first episode, my first entry, it's still uploading because I did it a second time and it was still at 33 minutes and I was like, what the hell's going on? So I googled it and it said to go back to your original video, there might be an error with it. So I went to iMovie and I just exported it again and you could see there was a difference in the time. So, but now it's taken ages to upload. Oh. But anyway, as I do say on there, the trials and tribulations of October. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to tidy up the kitchen, have a quick whiz around in the lounge. And yes, I might see if Jess lets me do a bit of recording while she's cooking. So I won't be facing it, but do you want to tell us what we've got for dinner? I think it's spag bowl. Is it spag bowl? Mm-hmm. Very good.
Know ye all who dwell in the light of professed righteousness.
Good morning. Now, I'm pretty sure you can hear that almighty big noise. So, unfortunately, with yesterday having that polar blast coming through, snow and hail, although not snow right here, but just down the road. Right, you can see there's a kiwi fruit orchard there. There's actually just the one around the corner. There's something else down there. Apples and kiwi fruit down there. Grapes up behind us. And unfortunately, at this time of the year, it's a really vulnerable time of the year for the plants because they've got tender shoots, buds, shoots coming through. Now, most of these orchards have frost fans. They're like, well, they look like those, what do you call it? Wind farm, wind things. But when it gets really, really, really cold, they employ a helicopter. And the helicopter goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's a hell of a racket when you're trying to sleep. Honestly, sometimes you get so angry you just want to go out and shoot the helicopter out of the sky. I wouldn't do that, obviously, but especially because one of my very good friends' partner is a helicopter pilot and he quite often ends up having to do this. Luckily, this happened a couple of times a few weeks ago. We had earplugs beside the bed already, so I could hear it before I went to sleep, 9 o'clock, or just after 9 it would have been. And so I prepared myself and I put the earplugs in. So you can't see any frost on the ground yet, but it takes a bit for the frost to set. But I say we might have a good one. It's quite cold. But anyway, there's a car coming in, they're going to think I'm a weirdo. Already am a weirdo. I'm just going to go and have my cup of tea now. And yes, plan what I'm going to do for the day. Hello again. I thought I'd come out and show you guys the frost. Oh, certainly looks, oh, it's a little bit slippery here. You know what? It's not as frosty as it can get here. Not at all. I'll tell you what I did do. So one day, I'll back up. In a rush, all dressed for work. Came out here. Now you can see that's the drip line there off the cover. In my Doc Martens, got to here, took a step, and landed flat on my back. So yeah, so the frost can come right up here if it needs to. Watching Yana from Finished Knitting Stories. We're doing a cast on party, so that's the beginning of mine.
I have a lot of questions here.
This is nearly done. Oh god,
Congratulations.
tell you what a bloody nightmare. I'm not going to watch her forever
We're learning a lot.
because I do have a fair bit to do.
I had a feeling that it's more than one, but
But yeah, she's a bit of a laugh.
I know I won't be finished.
Right, look at the colours of these. Check that out. Still got a little bit more drying to do before I twist them up. So there's two of them. I can go back on my bookshelf. Right, we're going to head back outside. I would have really have liked to sit there and knit, but it's such a fine day. It's really cold. I'll put my gumboots on. Oh, right. I need that. I'll do some spraying. I need to put the ashes in the compost. Where's my sprayer gone? I think it blew in the wind. Where did it go? Or did I was I actually onto it enough that I put it away? I could have been. Look, all that stuff's blowing around. It's so windy. Oh shit. How did my pillowcase end up out here? I don't even know if it washed. I'll have to open that up. I've got to do some washing anyway. Oh dear. Let's have a look in this shed. Oh, crikey, what a mess. Oh yeah, it is. I think it is in here. Evan put this shed together and the door doesn't shut properly. So this is the bit we want. We are going to spray the weeds. I don't really like poisons, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So I might try and clear that mess. I need to spray the weeds, and I might tackle that area there, because it looks like we've got a lot of rain next week, which is the last week of the school holidays, and I'd really like to get some stuff done outside. Check out my outfit, guys. It's my lovely hat. That's an old jersey my nana knitted when we were teenagers. My nana knitted this vest for my dad. He used to wear it to work. He stopped wearing them, so I stole them. I got 2 of them. I am stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's me again. I have done quite a lot outside. However, it's got really, really windy, and I absolutely hate the wind. I'll do a little video a little bit later. I'll go back out and I'll show you what I've done. I've moved all the wood off the concrete pad. I've lined it up in different areas to either be stacked underneath or the small bits to be cut up to burn. And I've moved the outdoor furniture. So had a really lovely chat to my dad. He rang me for my birthday. He had forgot, well, he said he'd remembered right up until the day, and then a whole lot of stuff happened and he forgot. But yeah, I didn't really expect him to remember. So I've come back inside. I'm just going to have a little rest because I've learnt that's what I've got to do, and I'm going to spin the rest of that up, and that means I can let that rest until tomorrow or such, and then later on I can spend some time knitting my shawl from my mystery cow. Tonight we've got a 21st. It's my niece's 21st. I don't think I'll be out that long. Evan's still been crocky. He was still on the loo this morning, but he's gone to work, so we'll see how he goes. He won't be going, and I don't think I'll drink, so maybe I'll just take me and Jess, and yeah, as long as she doesn't want to be too late. Salvation Army have got a filler bag sale tomorrow, so I'd really like to go to that. That's at 7:30 tomorrow morning. I go every year, but we haven't had one since COVID hit, so, but I think I'll still wear a mask. Our mask mandates have ended, but I think that'd be an absolute breeding ground to catch a bug, so I think I'll still wear a mask. That's the plan. Yeah, so I'll touch base later. Look at the mess in the background. It's not really, it's just a couple of organised little piles of paperwork. I'm still doing some paperwork. Okay, bye. We're back. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't gone, I went outside for a little while. I just got way too windy out there, so I came back in and I had a rest. My daughter has just cooked some lunch for us. I'm watching Diane from U Tree Yarn Craft. I love watching her. And I'm knitting on my Stephen West M-Cow. So this is your warning. If you're doing it and you don't want to see, I'm only up to I'm on to row 4. Look away now. So this is what I'm up to. It's got these funny little loopy things.
That's my wool. So that's Ink and that's Tiger Eye, and they are from Mama Wooling. She's a lady here in New Zealand. And yes, I'm going to do that. So now I'm going to carry on watching Diane. I'm going to eat my pizza. And then I probably should think about checking that washing outside and making sure. Yeah, bit of a lazy day. But that's what holidays are for, isn't it? Editing me here. I forgot to do a clip right at the end to say bye. See you next time. So thank you. I'll catch you on the next installment. Sorry about all the yawning too, guys. I was very tired. Have a good day.